Nanu ada na mampanyin John Dramani Mahama edebetu dwa say latest by April 2026 NDC amonyokwe omude niama egugu akwamu yi a yebetumi exit IMF program a yeda so no na nsem o debetu dwa yi akofa debate bebre e aba economists analyze situation no ahwe say indeed nokre say by April 2026 na Ghana will be stronger enough to exit the IMF program and say enye saa na etiem. Now, Professor Smart Sarpong has been analyzing the situation, comparing nneɛma bi a ato Forson de agu akwan mu afei nso kura no nsɛm bi a ɔkaeɛ before sɛ ɔmo bɛwini power ne deɛ ɛkeka ho a nei ewi aseɛ ɛma cocoa farmers ɔmo ho ɛkyere wɔn na yɛntumi ntua ɔmo ka ne deɛ ɛkeka ho bie afei nso ayawa so east constituency elections a akɔ so wɔ hɔ a akɔwie vote buying any selling a akɔfa nsɛm bebree de aba no so no watoto bi de amane wɔ mo a wakeka bi de agu mu anya asɛm ketewa koraa mepɛ sɛ yɛbɛgye brɛ yakɔ akɔtie Professor Smart Sarpong ne apamfo nsɛm a
Enti, I will do my best. Ask the right questions based on the situation. Na methodology in Swaba, research design. As we are here, design na be. Make I say me statistics for mu on a certain platform. Make I say me use 51st percentile design. Na obiaba ho abestre. What type of design is that? What as as soon as I can remember who a professor is and say. And for example, if in research, there were 10 types of design. A professor can tell you 11th design.
Okay.
Do you get it?
Okay.
A professor can tell you a 12th design. Me the professor from Penifon at the team. So I will be bold to come up with a design.
Okay.
Whether what it now want it, that's your problem.
That is your tailored design.
Yes. Yeah. And then the professor I'm here the same.
That makes you an authority.
Absolutely. So what I'm saying is that me do constituency BI and I explain myself. Constituency no. To win elections in Ghana, you need 50% plus one. To me do constituency, I know arrange polling stations. No, polling station be a quantum of nipa to about. Oshesha besia. Now my draw say how many polling stations do somebody need to win elections in this constituency? Maybe more 100 polling stations are. Now my say total votes are be at 3,000. You need maybe 1,005 and one.
Okay.
1,006 B2. Baby, I may do 1,006 in the number ruling line. Then my design is to concentrate on SAF you need to win a day. Okay. And I call it a 51st percentile design.
Okay. Okay. So it's not understood.
But somebody, a statistician, was asking me, say, sarcastically so. On your professor, but sarcastically so he was asking me, then. Me was professor from Penify, met natural, me be muchat. They guide me. Me dear me nyame nimni minya de binya me 3 ye. Enya professor enen nsu anuama na enya mama ba na enya papa ba na me nim bia. As far back as level 200 in the university first degree. And no adapt me.
No ashowa adada wa.
Sabe me ni hwe kra de na enye professorial advice.
Yeah.
From ono cried like a father mua. Na Professor Godo, Benoni K. Godo, to one, Professor Godo say, Una bit me aye we kojina koye. To the be a kind document in the pa, minted now, Professor Godo say, Yamefa the crazy Professor Nokwe, Professor Adegbanje, Ewo, KN University ha. Professor Mponsa, Yamefa the crazy. You see, I was so lucky. They Professor Mponsa will bring you to his house on 2 for classroom. On 2 for the office. If you know better, to say minimum there, I have my name to protect, and I have those big people behind me. I mean, as idea to make them proud.
Okay.
Inti me nyame niema mfa nyedin. Me ye bia so emuda ho. Research bia no. Send ye be free mo aba actual no. The explanation to why differences are bemu no should be contained in the research itself and different design.
Okay.
Design. You must
it
design.
should tell you why there should be some differences there is supposed to be.
And we call that characteristic of research controlled. We say what control research. You are in charge of the prediction, you are in charge of the differences a bit and the bemwa nientia amane bas is still contained in the results. What's in the pumping? Results they be now explanation now they be no. It is not contained in your design. It means you didn't do a correct design.
Yeah.
And I'm saying this as a research professor.
Yeah.
I have done several surveys with him. In fact, you can 100%. Many will be a many 100% in surveys. Me can't find to me. Me yemwa anka Ghana for better research serious, so that no research should be confirmed 100%. Why? Why should I predict that one to me will get 57.8 and I will be there in Minya Jima or Love FM will come? Prof, congratulations! He got exactly 57.8. Why? Am I God? I'm not a prophet.
No.
And na minye God na minye ejina nipa no move for research serious. And as the content because the say mada je tro content no. And for example in 2024 I say that my predicted at average turnout of 80%. Sebasa the election will enter into runoff. Then I have scenarios, three scenarios are Ebroswa, MPP will win. Etiba Fomwa, NDC will win. Tennis one ticket to Ebu. Senior, and take it to Ebu. And my ability to predict turnout no. Intact. As a research professor, I mean to me predicted turnout.
Yeah.
Civil commission for civic education for the same prediction of turnout around the same time, to 80%. Until consistent, it has been confirmed.
Yeah.
Would be an person or predicted expected turnout would have gotten the same thing. It's the same way of estimating turnout. And a reality aba until be -2 be -5 be -20. Nani I so tell be winning ya. O say Professor Smart Sarpong results are you
No, you're not being fair.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Do you understand what you are saying?
You're not being fair.
Design.
Yeah, that be.
Yes.
Because the explanation is already in the research. The explanation, the reason why what has come is already in there, contained in the research. Already there. And my explanation be between me say MPP day I predicted 57.2 for Dr. Mahmoud Baromia. Onya 56.48. Me predicted 16.8. Emma Brian. Brian ya 18 point something. Me predicted 24% de Ken. Kenya 24%.
Okay.
I have my reasons attached to the predictions. Me say, if any delegate Kotwaba, that's all the most suitable person for the office of the flag bearer and the president. 57.2% will choose Baromia. And I'm number say, I didn't know 57% to my Baromia. If you check my research report,
there.
The attribution is there, most suitable. Now, the reason why Brian will move from the average of 7% to 16.8 in my research, perceived most unifier. So you see that on suitability for president, whereas Openiba Umia 57.2, now Brian in 7%.
Okay.
But when you move to unifier,
Or no bad more.
he moves from 7% and jumps to 16.8.
Okay.
And the Ubisam said the Ebanesen Brian 16.8. Senior, read the report.
There.
It is already there in the report. That is design.
And who baby sad no free buy. The most unifier no. Ebemu last minute.
Yes.
When Ken Ekoka lion.
Yes.
It's ma adnesa be so
Divided.
Saying we are.
It's definitely a switcher. Ne switcher ko.
Yeah.
The most unified.
Never mean can't Nana Sebese or Nana Shadio. Naken will average of 31.5. When it gets to unifier now, Brian again, you know, Naken be do 24%. Into Usha Niananaken doesn't it fit in?
Yeah.
You are losing the very small unifying character na yesu benya dia boa party no. Sa last one lose up to 24. And me imagine me research mu. It is already contained in the report. The reason why Kennedy a movie from 31.5 potential the bar down was down to 24 no. It's in the report already say obi a okoto abobefa unifier bi and say unifier be any strength for decision no could take in there Ken will come down to 24.
I see.
Brian will go up from 7% to 16.8.
Okay.
Hey, my research explanation no, if he falls outside my reporter na me nye professor of research.
That's good.
But me imagine how me who say me cast a 10 say be mu 10. Me nyanya me am I God.
Yeah.
But the reason for the variation na betimi okay no must be contained in the design. And not just say you are in control. Me research for year bia baako there was a prediction that went wrong. Now the explanation say Omonum Kasa were not sincere to him. Where free research mu. Since I work somewhere else. Do you get it? What free research mu?
Also a factor.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And now you can say me, I say reasons will come out. TV in India. And I went Sikantia. Now, when you are coming, and then they started chasing Ghana's politics. And so what I'm saying is that the design, do it well. Oh yeah, questioning so very well. As a researcher, you are immune and insulated from the final decision of the people who.
Right.
And then I'm coming. Some call for 10 out, but my 10 out could do 80%. I can't do that, and I won't even do that.
Yeah.
Politicians should learn to make use of the data. They can't turn out in and can grow 4 pages or 10. I'm knowing say, obey year break even cry when 10 out gets to 80. Say can MPP 4 for 10 out in year and come friend grow 4 to abandon at least do 80 impa. And no can to break even. And can run off and
run off the deal.
And you know, at the end of the day, 10 out now, ma. O say questions upon prediction. Me nyanya so that I'll just do the little I have to do as a researcher.
That's right.
You for data serious. I know my fan serious.
All right.
Prof. Prof. They were lecturer, professors. Now, kwa exams. Now, papers now more exams last year. Same question and answers now but medical exams no back in your say 80%. Now the next year no with the same questions no bar. That's it. Exams no back no can other people can. Can you change your results?
Okay, me no.
The castle is all castle.
But me find you over the castle pre na me check.
Results here ba na mu a omode existing
delegates
krono na koto ya na dey atu bi dada. Yes, how do you akoto ye no? Who was expecting a different results?
All of them should have expected a different result. Who's the election bia you start afresh. Election bia you start afresh. And as en komuko ekra na ko bia nya the same results and as MPP delegates for kwajema
no reason.
You must listen and take decision based on any time
dynamics
available.
were different.
A chnasem a very different from a nasem. And then we see that you say me moso na from man family ho. Adichi insua to gidigidi ma dem nyina afọ. I'm not sure you will take that same decision tomorrow. You may want to vary your decision. But then come back to the 100% there na exams there na me offer. What for him difference o exams there. Exam no dey obi abeti benya 100. Senka nipa do na tro first paper no. Yeah, the paper corner by and could be between 100. But delegates the end there, na 100 no. To be able to be EBF free ma
Anyway,
even with that question, come question but ni mu pa reality on the ground say the same college, the electoral college no, call for election of that nature. How opposition na BBC wo mu a ebia nkrofo adua maso hwese bia Dr. Baumia no ye candidate and the leader for the party for 2024 elections. Entina almost every party ni bia just a party ni bia your responsibility say udi ne ho dance pa e kan ne ho asem e kan bibia mo de kɔ that election. Na se mo ba biem na mo kwa election na wan fa ne say a new cycle election cycle na mo ye na fa ne say we dey ahwa na de pen afa no ho we dey ahwa ya red adan a ebi o Dr. Baumia we dey ahwa wa ha adan a previous election no adwuma o ye ne say de o ye nti one red flag is ankrofo ni nyina say omu wa ha. How can you go into election with that mentality? Enunti enama eye social science enye hydrogen and oxygen and add the two molecules ni we ya go na water but when dey any pa na dwen it misses at any time enti na wo ye design na wo factor sa na mani nyina asisi ho pam enti ye no kure it's the same questions and the same marking scheme but it depends on how a player no opposition ho any omamudi wachi who or politics in papa.
The followers, no.
Any woman who yeah, you ma. Uba who know making hockey can this room. Don't busan say, and the idea who yama unning. Say a wow elections are all quack. Cassay na man. I want you to share.
Anyway, my messages in Kakana for Yemra, other issues kakra honum na yenni ho enkomo enso ewa we say good evening. Amadeno Hotimode Hene Nana Bwaje from Asante Media. But who told you that we are doing democracy? But say democracy, because I can see we are still not matured in politics, but we are perfect in concert party talk. Thanks. That is your opinion. From Almighty Crocodile inside Asante Achemago, please, good evening to you. In fact, with how things are going on now in this country, Dr. Baumia has to come and save us. I greet Chairman Cook, Honorable Kwaku in UK, and Mr. Kessie of Stella Pharmacy. Okay, yeah, that's it. Golden Boy and Nas Woman Ponting, say good evening, KOD. You are doing a great job. Thank you. Thank God Baba Jamal is the winner of the Ayawaso East NDC internal elections. KOD, the Ghanaians are still not, do not understand the issues of the cocoa farmers. You see, the previous government NPP administration already left a debt at the cocoa board. So now they have turned to blame the NDC government. It's not the best. So the NPP communicated and their so-called serial killers should stop making noise and the propaganda. Okay, that is your opinion too, right? So good evening, Kyori. I'm Solomon Jagri from Kunsu. Monetization in election is not helping our democracy, and I'm very much happy about the statement of the leadership. Because I don't blame the minority for their criticism of the issue of Cocoa Board. I will blame some of the CEOs and appointees because they are trying to cover the previous government's appointees. My NDC government must sit up. For some of us are not happy about the way the AG is handling the corrupt issues. Very soon, the micro minority will use it against us. Okay. Good evening, Cody. Please, Kokobo CEO and other workers do not take their salaries in full, or the world market price of cocoa is reduced, and the reduction only affects farmers. I'm Intua Joseph from Seri. Yeah, Krum, the professor Chen said, ne cocoa board for no nyomo salary na because world cocoa price na ba fomunti cocoa farmers na so far. That's the question I know episode obusa enono. Mr. Host, you see Ghanaians are looking at NDC, you just parliamentary election, look at the money the same NDC will come and sit on radio and television to accuse the MPP that they are using money to buy votes. Can you calculate the cost of the items, please? When John Mahama, Randiabi, Ato Forson, when are you going to pay our parents, cocoa farmers, and some of the workers who are not being paid for about 11 months and 9 months and 6 months? John Mahama, do you understand 24-hour economy? Stop the propaganda and fight against Galamsey, including the LGBTQ. From KK, Accra, Nadiwe by Sawasi, good evening, Kyodi. Ask the man and tell the man all what he was saying, stated from his own Alan Chamating during the 2008 MPP presidential primaries. Alan Chamating is the one who introduced money in Ghana's politics. Sewa Osunyane and Oduwe Abba. Good evening, Kyodi. Today, NDC delegates are now rich, but on a serious note, it's very bad, and we should not entertain it. And this is not the first time under the NDC election votes buying has been going on. Recently at Akotia by-elections, there were vote buying. Fifi Kwete is a hypocrite. He knew what was going on. Kyodi, we heard that things are going on well under President Mahama, but if today Nkosia and Mako can influence votes, it means poverty level is very high and things are not going well under this government. The NDC party is destroying our democracy. It is very bad. Please, ask Mr. Amwa for me. The existing delegates are not MPP members. His question is below the belt. He should talk about his weak party and leave MPP alone. Right, Takwa, how do we? We're so good with Cody. I'm okay from Bantama in the Sene West District. Let's forget about the Baba Jamal issue and discouragement wives of MPs taking over when their spouses are no more. We are setting a bad precedent. We are not safe as men. If we, the MPP, mobilize ourselves well, 2028 wouldn't be tougher for us. OSP, you have a missed call. There must be a total change in the future MPP hierarchy. Wache Jaco for National Chairman, Koka for Ashanti Regional Chairman, Chairman Toma for Bruno East, Wuntumi Abronye, Paul Yando, okay, must go. Okay, that is your opinion as well. And also, Edia or the Abraham Pick last two, not yen twaso. Asante the security. Mibisa say President Mahama say good reserve 37 tons. Na waton ama naka 18 tons. No sikano or the ayeding wa omeyimu. If we say koko ekriafo ontua wonka teacher for ne nurse for nyina omu intumi ntua wonka enti good sikano President Mahama the ayeding enti MPP foi nsore nkasa. All right, ono enso eden no we say from auspicious the boss inside the US Cheduma say nyinasu as an intransigent anti-corruption crusader. I adjure the MPP to embark upon a profound exegesis of their erstwhile paradigm, precipitating a paradigmatic shift in their treatment of party affiliates, whether enthroned in power or consigned to opposition. Baba Jamal's perspicacious demarche towards delegates speaks a sagacious leader, redolent of an adroit politician, thereby evincing a laudable proclivity for acknowledging and rewarding fealty. I implore the MPP to assimilate the paradigmatic exemplar and accord primacy to the ordamonial of their members for parties efflorescence in a year. Now then I can. So what can is open someone at Yasi? Obedient 20 years anyway. Ma you move on na fe yenhwe other issues sa ewo na yenni eho enkomo ene anopai. Ma yenko na yenhwe ene omampanin sama ode tudwa na no ode tudwa ewo Zambia say nei Ghana ede enema tutudwam the policies ahodo ede agudwa nei Ghana ebe free IMF ase by April. Ye free ase wia Ghana yenko IMF asibio mienhwe enema potia omampanin ene Ghana ban ede agu ho a eno kyese we are moving forward. We are going to be so self-sufficient. Say yenhia anybody's intervention when it comes to yema yesikasem. Nana mamisha se ho na yenhwe sansemi. Say after about 17 times at the IMF. Truly, can we build ourselves?
Say your conviction is a be dia. Bibi antimi nsi yakwan.
If you have the conviction.
Yes. Because anye bia. So ni owura kwa me ewu adako. NDC titirufo no pa baako. Ne field oil. I mean so there when it comes to oil field na. Inti me eka say go for the next 3 windows. Umbeba floor ni bi. And the umuda floor ni bi a 9.99 umuda hobi. Mistakes bebre ekoso NDC twa mu ba ko no. Ebrim. But after so mutena actually na. That time na some of us here fight say to betimi abegina ne na so den. Na nkrofo as we mu ntia ase o mu nye. Enne ono adu obi so ono na de combat akwhye to. And look at what to etimi attending around. Because ono ati akire bi as a consultant ukurema omu eye adwuma no. And mamigide ani arehemu say se yakase ye beye bibia na to ye wo ma na omu hodada na omu fight say ye ma omu kwan na omu nya niye na wo ho. And wo ma eye
Ense sign.
Enti say ye wo trim papa say pese ye de a bibia ensi ye ho kwan. Eno nso nti na wo say yetimi ka no kura nso kire ye ho. Ne de na asisi from baabi wo say edisi. na anamo bi ho na wo tu na enko yi a e wo so obitimi ka kire o se ba bia wo fa de enya ha na e fa konkran ba bia de odi ahwe se ho na apeso do woyi na wo na mabu akọ ekwa ye kan so menwan akwa wo betimi anwanwan ya de betimi ho na e fa kọ wo benwan ya sa abesi wa na man sana ebia wako ni yusu to as an example say se epese ye ya e betimi aye but nyema bi ho aye ya emfa yi eno so se e kan e kire se trimuda ba obi mu a trimude egu niema bebiri hwe obi ti se rande abi na ye de cocoa board amount na eduru so say ye farmers day was me wo world cup ase me wo world cup draw ne ho ase o fa ne sao se na fi se mu be di say ya enka wa anye de oyeye no na nkrofo defend no tenase na hu se ana se wonni reason bia obi be justify ho say adenti ne wa ha o because bibi foforo bia nsi anye bia ede e pa na apese ohu wo koko ho ehu wo agrek ho a ehu Ghana economy ho a na wonni mansana
We'll take your position.
And I will take your position. Anye bia Speaker of Parliament, eda Speaker of Parliament ne. Enyo no the no ye even minority leader at a point in time cross abaye majority one day bi and san was abaye majority and san say what finance it is a ho na mo gi bibia fa oman no chese bibia wo man hu bia no mo ho na eba no na mo wo information bia wo se unya wo sa ba ba mu a ye yi wo free parliament as leader esa do call finance no wo di budget eba no o ka si su pen se de sika bebu ya so because ye yi integral na taxes bi o ha ye yi free ho ana your own cape
get fund money
and ya cape it is say health anyway any agric no hwan de sika de e bebu ye so sa na aka na e wo budget no mu enya me na make enti se utu anamo a hwe wanim tukọ obi ka se so obi aye boni bi ba bi a untimi ni but at least enye de be kwa akoka wo core activity a ebe ha wo ba de aduro ni se ne a ye keka kokko nsem fa ne ade no na so kokko e break it down e de na ofra na IMF obekọ
Ebeko.
Oh yes,
The backbone no is broken.
Do you know why? Ene se ujai ukoko ti se ne a wo ye ya se uja even ato ni patrim se koko udua ana wote a etimi ba se ye nto a etimi affect the next production lines. Ema obi atirimu da se obedua koko no ase ye nto. Ema obi atirimu da.
Den ebeto.
Koko. Enu nti ye ma bibia mema ebema ye so ate kura ye confidence ho eso ate. But the ye handle near mafe. It's not the best. Say office wakwa ahokyerechire ahunyehia bebre mu kura na so de beka asem a ye wo se ne ye kanefa because obi ama wanum na akoka say ubu hu konta say the oye finance minister bu hu konta the oye cocoa board CEO ne say CEO na MD oye ne no e ka say want me antua say kura stupidity on the part of the government say want me antua say na entidie na nka asesa ebra koko no kodru level bia e ka cho say hedge ade na ye say je wo bibia betimi aye ni nyina mantena se anhwe ne edru ne kana o sa aka no aso mu kakura nim do mu ka he o kan kwe ho MP a o tenkran ho yenua koko na o tutu ayampia o system ni say koko farmer bi o se entua ne ka bia wo ye trofo wo ye say o de na koko farmer we hwan na akari wo de koko akoma hwan. It is obi so free presidency communicator. no free presidency to be a Shamima no aba no age information no abetena national television so na all you so figure na all can no e the kind the nkrofo atama the reality on the ground they say nipa na din kokoko eni entuai boto a wo ti wo ka say obi akra boto aye de kokoko a ekpekwa for 12 years enti e dey na short obeto boto a ebekọ for 12 years e dey na fertilizer boto na e dey to kokoko adentia. It is all talk or good fertilizer bottom. No be catch us and the quality cry suspect. Na a no fa assemba na wo yending. 12 years cocoa bottom egu ho no. Wa koton anaso aye den a etie ni ayi kura cocoa bottom no asa ama na wo de fertilizer bottom na she cocoa case 5 and a dish cocoa. Na uma wadi bronya wie wadi ni be ko school wie want me anya system bi kura say oh ebia ehihye bia ye e na ensiye etie bi kura monko community banks ana say bia hwan for ho na tika kura mo wo no mo fa mo koku ade no enkoje interest kura bia ye mfa nto ho na yen ye befa ebia so interest se so kwaje sika de ne ba ko school a interest no nyon na ekotua na di kokko no se na system na ba ya ye gya hɔ a wo ka wo mu yenti ase na obi atimi fa kokko ogu ade bi mu anu akɔtɔn ne atɔ no ɛmo because obi kura kɔ wi obi kokko a ɔkɔ ebenya atɔfo but ebiri bi atwam no wo kokko no firi wo afuo ne de
kyerɛ bebi afa
o pass kura wa wo de atɔ kokko wɔ he a kokko botɔ fa bi atwene ho a so beton. It is a mudba what's in the cocoa hata why bibia you are hata. No de bana fede cocoa cratch for say if you say nim da a bind this cabeba. No aside the corners at cocoa no a so quatia. Wahano. Yenya kasa yino. Na yen tua na more for say. The amuba can a damn the monkey can baby. Nemom cocoa farmer no. Say ye make your model be because okay. The bet me age cocoa do I walk patem say ebia bottle be 200 no age onu ye ntua ne ka bet onu ntua cocoa fo ni nyina aka na nko onu okura coupon bia aban sika mo se mo hyehyɛ ye ready a obeji a at least ebema
amanfo
na se cocoa na ni so so me bottle be 10 ene me nso me de ato ete se eyi saa abai sika de say nya de obetua na ka bia ma yes model you can think around something outside the box but sad kasa na say ya ti wo say and obi na ekwaji loan bi na ti na munim na sa bedru first budget eba media budget eba ye insist say oh 6,000 ne de ye betua ene edi calculation ane farmer no ho a o twen so on ba be calculation ebra waji ni koku ye nyai sa eyi no na ye ntua na mon a ebema confidence aba cocoa farmers no mu say enkoba say se ba bia adu no cocoa current minto one try to affect our next production because it's abre we say also obi koto fertilizer also obi koto weedicide also obi koto pesticide bi no de ebegu na fuo so also o twitwan krampan free ni cocoa no ho a ene wo fi say akokoduro be no wo say okobo bosia e de akoye sa ade no so say wa anya no ne bra no a it will affect the next production cycle it yes no mu kasa tenten no eye na monwen bibi outside the box.
All right, let's see. Mama Prof na answer no Mr. Mohammed. Prof me yenhwe IMF issue ne yenhwe policies a na Ghana say de egu akwan mu nti ebeboa ma yetimi free IMF mu. Na policy no kra no can we go with the policy? Looking at history of Ghana ne ye try to nema baby said ye nema even if there is any policy to go by.
Right. So me sure say one penny na nisu ade hu no senka at least Ghana be free IMF aye amampani fo ahodo ni nyina nisu ade hu no ba na nya mmemu
Ghana no na free yan so ana
oh yeah Ghana no ye wo ne ekoso minim nipa hia yo mu anwa abaya bia ba ne first year the second year as a month to me budget so na fe e connect what say IMF crowd higher na ye kakra na IMF nya free mu pe obensa fe niema bebre a start fa mpumam be boka ne sa budget deficit say ye yakoma bosika no ye diburu kra ya ye diburu in check because IMF jina ho hwe yen IMF nko sisi ya I'm not prophesying doom but my IMF in free sisi ya be hu ahia ye be diatra especially towards election year enti KMP ne sa say de bi IMF ti ye konso bayana yeah, boy, man, yes, why am I no fe yase? And no, yes, what the president is talking about, no man, penny can ye wish, unya yanka. And na April, ne dear beba. IMF and so the Okasa who free moon chichro and Sasa chinchina tinem. Umbe mwako, no makotina baby chow. Now, one thing is for sure, say,
what's up?
Over Saba. Yeah. Now, him, ye one year maybe a ye nyaya, ye because why, yes,
Yenya besa kwa.
Ye beko ena so far ban yi enye ye. Me ne wo share me wa ene ye screen touch analysis citizens perception survey. Na hwe central government performance no. We central government na management of the currency na wo soro. Na stability of prices of goods and services na wo soro. Na food security ni agriculture na wo soro. The top 3 no. We had the down 3 na ye industrialization fail. Youth employment just for the youth and also fail. And now fight against galamsey fail. So the name miensa a failure and I said that from cry. Na industrialization in Numa. In the new money in Numa sem. And now if you acquire first environment in galamsey no. And then the third one jobs for the youth. Yeah. Management of the currency ye bomo dem asidi ni dollar negina na ye bomo dem ama niema boate aba fom na ye hwe ma aduane ebu na adwuma sem da fom adwuma nso na be propel the economic growth enti was who manage wo currency sika no na wo economy no eninia e feed no the economy is fed by industrialization. Yes sir. Sisi stability of prices of goods and services no. Senka yebetime free IMF mu ampeni ampa dia. Ene kese sa goods no. Eye locally manufactured goods.
Okay.
There's in you bo ba kuku no mami no. Ye industrialization ma provide the goods. And you are managing it so that it also cost less. And no de any ekoye.
Yeah.
But per my report no, industrialization da form. Emebuna juma omubeye eda form. Galamsey eda form. Now, how do we take ourselves off the IMF?
So key factors they bit me properly am yade hono.
Yade hono.
Yada form flat.
Eno ne da form kra. So Aban intimi report to say for the first year in government he attacked the issue of industrialization. No. In fact in public ni pemu. Bebre mpanimfo ni nyina age atum say mabuna adwuma no de enya maaye omunya nyema adwuma and they admit it say ye hwehwe economy ye wi be ma adwuma aba te adwuma ni nya maaye and hwehwe ne nso has settled on management of the currency and industrialization me of a war industrialization field. I don't know whether he knows of the effort towards industrialization. Me name the state of 1DYNF and nay kasei. I'm even told say it is suspended or something like that. And then no chikra no so ye hu new model bia and also properly industrialization. Near ne ha me ba ko a kan obi beju say oye politics and say there are people who can produce sanitary pads for Ghana and so you cry and we proudly announce how much million of dollars are inti mesre. Yes, President Nyaya ke free IMF mu. The reason why yakwa 17 times ameti here and sure America say President, yes you wish, but I hear besan kon say industrialization has still not been our focus. E mebunu ni nya ni adwuma ya tonaton ni nyina ya manfo niema ne ye kra no. Why won't we go back? In fact, my asem kitu bi nsi wo China. No mun jai say mu produce niema bi.
E ho be kire.
Enti no mesre ejina niema bi so. Number 2, ye nyina so pa ye fapima Ghana ye nyini na ebo ye ho ban pa ye cocoa ena gold no kwa de ye nya so mfa so because Musa first contrast with Anglo Gold, then it was a short change entirely. You see factory da, you very fine gold nuclear value addition. Then you know entire conversation. And ne gold the emphasis in your refineries ni Ghana ha. And no ya me who said me as a major infinite penny for alcohol no makoko near the gold sector. But a second for bonny, I what I for home comfort between you nyinimu. Cocoa na ni atna bisine. Galamsey buy no already are competing with cocoa space. Etwetwe fo ni bibria to egu. Enua environment ya say no. Cocoa kakra na aka no so akuafo no so ye na. And I've heard enkrofo kasama abai on this issue ya abai. Anope mebo mi sema ma menua Solomon nanane. O ma nya me pese me ka nyina ma ntimi anka. Because say cocoa na ka me so. E ka me pa. Nti so bi TV so ka say ai na si etuamu 500 metric tons into 300 metric tons na can yentua like yentua ya no hu dede na what does that mean? Cocoa no okoton wa yetete fertilizer car wa bo ni die nie we apart for die ni die nie spraying dia ni die nie adwuma na ho ye ka wa nya profit nkwa ho ye cost intensive cocoa adwuma is extremely cost intensive nti enye men dwen se mfaso na nipa na nya na ebi mpo a obenya farmer bi a ebi obetete ne kai bi awie cocoa no enya hwe mfiri ho eti da aje so mo afo so sama obitimi te $1,000 on nkwa no onu sande you say fine obebo kakra say obenya na $70 $23 then bags for no and man nya waje say your profit sir and so kuadwuma na man for the passion and na ya onim say anya hwe kura beso ema na yi aba amanfo bebre de mu chop money apegi cocoa emu ma be ko school a e choki cocoa no we be si a e choki cocoa no metimi cocoa a be say gina so kura bi mu de gina so de akobobosia Okobre ni etua enti enya dia ese communicators ni di agro na meka sa no pe mebo me Solomon anane anope he dealt with the issue as a citizen
not expected
dabi
okay
na me dia atoto me nua nana de hu ana obi so tenkran ya sabe o kan ko den MP ono so toto bo ba park no so mesre no ototo bo park no so amanfo ni bebre cocoa mu dia politics the politics of cocoa no okay ya asin of omukwakoto aba no mehwe mu ameye no me de by say cocoa nkwa was contributing to 40% 43% precisely of the decision making na amomkoto aba asin of because communication na cut down say Akufo do mo 800 and something and kayesa o mo 1250 enti cocoa bag back bi a wo beton no Akufo do ne nkrofo fa 450 as a 400 Ghana city free of charge. Akufo do bedo for that there be. Wabo abesa wo fum kwa there be. The ban say na ono tifi.
No fa sa.
No fa for
politics
nanim omukwa say north buy a openinja chikwesi dinku nimwie buy no. And aban no to kokom de call 1350. Immediately na minu to Forson na asa aba minu to Forson said it could be 1,250
then they cut
NPP about 1,003 that dear so abana no gina 1,003 no mate 2,800 or 2,003 from Mekase nature say
1,005
aha na say nkese NPP abai mo 2,008 and no come mo 1,350 nti honso no na akoye daira beto akuafo any intem and now for the finally movie called 3,100 say e hona sa 6,000 bibi ni buy tina say akoyen kinken so affordable we ka 1,000 now we are 2,000 now we are 2,000 no we are about 3,000 now in the last one no go 6,000 every day say crying oh but for all you know na bi mu gina so the tuaba for all you know ebia no be the rare share 6,000 ni mu na bibi sa de tuaba it is all the wa ba na ebia nema sesa na se 3,500 na sesa na sesa otua no na betimi atua na nka ye the responsibility of mineral and the abeni team say umbe make sure say no so nsa nkokem na ko sotro mienu no na so bam 6,000 one fa mama no problem
Ya kan so for my dear mammy.
3,000 then so far brase mama obi metua bi nti no we na aka no na then debi farmer me nti that's how me I see it na cocoa me the reason why I felt said the NDC meant well me say omu bedi aban na first na cocoa sha agree kase etifo amuti na cocoa nka agree ho bio from NDC started ejuma March 2025 na nkasa no cocoa no was moved to finance ministry. You could see a cocoa share, Dr. Forson and say direct. Cocoa nya Greek. NDC bar for free no. Cocoa nya Greek. Previously, na cocoa share Greek I say. Open nya koto free money na breast na cocoa share Greek I say. And so under this sector now new government here by cocoa share finance I say. I thought say now it was because yeah mo music asem enko kem. Ye dia ko she sika na nkasa ase. Enti afide na ekoso yi. And number 2, say a baby de card no de kaja one as a baby de can for Kenya. Nana yatia bro. Unti bida. 2017, this same conversation was on.
Yeah.
2017, next 2016, syndicated loan no mukoje $1.8 million no. It's a billion, so $1.8 billion no. Na set to cocoa from omubie cocoa sa 2016 no. Say we are September no be cocoa. Na set twa cycle ne kosi. Aba say 7th January 2017 na eba no you see na cocoa no matter 500 na ka 300 and so na syndicated ni sika na 1 cedi kura na ho ya ante sansem we nyina okroma sa year na hwe na ho 1 cedi na ho no bo ahia edu man to cocoa na ama na nkosi 2017 na sa ya to cocoa ye ni sika kura de ho abakosem bada be na se me openi randia be watimi atoa Bahin edu die no so e ma saafie no otoya kosi asem bi ama wo afi wa start one so wo die fresh eno so watwa besi October na sika ko shorty November December January February o sansan wa chia oh please ntimi nya adwuma no a no atwen ho na ne obeti aye adwuma na ba yes some inside fight bi nso ko so ho free cocoa marketing board for penny dogbe Dr. Dogbe ne Dr. Randy Abe Dr. Fomienu yes obi ase ne president the cholet and the brain no and we also source our power from the president. I don't source my power from you. What is that? Na suno ne ko sa no na kokofo no shedan ho
no mo bre
na omubre mestre omumfa ne serious sabe enyo musika ne bi na kokofo no ipewu ye kan ya kokobo CEO gia what ubedefu vie dra unya no boso media na oje no but near ya say kasa opel de energy ne de kakra no
fa na de ma
media cam 63 back senior o man first kanamba da kromo to mo but I serious o for munya no mumu aye
me hwe
you say sa nya IMF bailout say me say as a nation yetimi free ho a ebe boy nyina
can we
it depends on several factors but at least we say there are certain maybe NDC for ya say ni na timi co positive to a point here we can get there. For instance, say they don't buy and start serious fiscal discipline. They reduce their number of ministers and all those things.
And with the bloated appointees, as people put it, say, reduce your ministers, not right, but the appointees are too much bloated.
But if you look at the quantum of money I call we wait me on say swati and this and what I say, even if it is bloated, the quantum of money ana call and this are it is no idea if it media can say at least be a more I think economic indicators. You know, dear, I been be a bar, you know, with inflation or her interest rate or her exchange rate. It's all we are now cause we do emergency. Dr. Bound Chenya, over her blood pressure,
what's your temperature?
What's your temperature, what's your sugar level? Oh, says I never know normal or I wish you say, near my baby. Now, blood pressure do 200, with sugar and numbers at 35. Na year o temperature so numbers
no was
basa pa no busa na busuan for o yako what you say it sa indicators no that we can it's very very important now we who say inflation crowd there ba na eba form e be can say na name aboy dey but inflation sometimes ya enchire mu enchire ni pan say dey still enya de a o koto no ene dey kan frequency e too mu ene dey hu say e kosoro na say eba form ena ye no kore say baby o ho a bi ana e kosoro but de ma no egu CPI no ne ma no egu mu no a ye ye inflation be ya no baby so dey e kofom ba nti na general bi a yenya this but ye no so na aban ene ye nyina ye hweso a ye de edi nkomo no omire ye kodu 54 no say amanfo kan about 21 amanfo kan about 9 amanfo kan about 5.8 amanfo abedu 3.8 ya amanfo kan and to me it is very good see nyina ye discuss na Ghana for so ye nyina ye gitum say this is where we are going and so boa pulu ema bankers no so so mu interest rate no about form now
with all these things
and now the third one what I say say ya na gina political will so political will because in the economy there are two things that matter so much. They call it endogenic and exogenic. Exogenic is external factors. Endogenic is internal factors. Deliberate policies account. Political will, deliberate policies. Oh yes, it's very important. We be with many opportunities na bibia ye was external man. But instead you see it say braba eboya. Usika oje obi agin sika obi sika oje e ofine ni pe awoje no obi timi de ya timi hwa ahwe ne man ne ma de ya obi so je ya de chi na asa india na policies no deliberate
one na me busa question with the policies especially by election years
me baba ho
you
because dangers ba ko na wo sa inflation ayi we sim so ba ko eye election year spending. So NDC for better discipline. Say omo overspend it. Now you bury within because your taxes are you know. It is within the normal year. You meet me share. But say you the fruit person the beyer nyama here because you person the create the optics. Now I'm going to say yeah win. Now you spend this kind expenses can without any prudence ya no you mu din betin ye pe you go IMF because IMF you feel wha ye ni ankasa no e be boy ye ntimi ntra ma we mu ne nkan da bia abrofo na mekire de enye because this is about the time I say yes you timi die ho so na ye ni etimi hwe ne ma na hihie ne ma yi ntimi to me no e ya de a say government, the new government, the NDC government, more a pa, want to say, we fly me for. I see you now, your boom, near boom, because a year, so be a while, not being in answer or man more, maybe I want to remember, you know, minister of one in Yagrin. Or money a year, or quite which Malaysia, no many a year, I want to pay, just some of the things. You nominate my friend in Malaysia, was he here? South Korea. Was here, Hannah, your politics, this is how we do it. Way back, was it be a media? Is your one man, maybe. By the time we through now was solving your problem, no, your boss mustn't be electricity. Once we can solve electricity problems, now we are back. No, so Mr. Bayer Quine. And teachers say gradually, no, Obi about what dear Baku is seen and so make sure say obey me as solve and sound wako. Canning in album why high for instance, just say you stretch yourself so thin, say you don't make any impact. It may be why best room say a difficult a here say a whole new idea. As for now, what are the needs? We have to do serious need assessment and see where the needs are. We have to use not by time I have a chrono. What might build you? To me, that's the most important thing.
All right.
To me, that's my take.
That's okay. Thank you very much. Na some
I bet on IMF ne yenya dia yeah e dia be kwa na emfienko on say now we talk about size of government in this animal e dia politics Ghana but baby abehu say efficient no sika ya allocate ko ho one was say this time no numbers in terms of ministries but scale core government machinery no it was multiples it will be say na ye de koye den and na hwe bibi to say baby e de ani asi gold ye yama that disease no bi ache as ye ni akọ gold amase say kokoo no ye gyato na gold nso hwe baby a efrie and ade we sunya say bia ye hu ne ntem hwe timer ye to gold and the gold board ye say structures na ye ne de is good but how we are implementing it no
I have a problem
e ba say ye to gold no gold for ne say ti gold e na that world market untimi mayen unka say cedi about 10 cedis now be mayen say SK ne say dia ye nton ti ne ye hye da chinkrofo and omudi gold board figure ekoto 12.77 cedi to a dollar and omudi to gold na dollar no enam 10.6 10.7 na de ekofa ba ye ne say de akoba wo kind of that time no can no obi challenge wa IMF de ba say o ya boka eda ho ne de obi atiase now apre no gold board for say Bank of Ghana say gold board why untimi why so na finance because the first budget e buy no finance minister allocation ko gold board and microphone say no obi akoto gold no senya say de akosha under gold board and ko obi na kwaji obi sika no de akoto gold enso ye twa sika ko ho etine sika na akodu ana enkoduru ya akoba se Bank of Ghana mom ne say omu finance say Bank of Ghana so finance bi after say aboka ye de akoshe Bank of Ghana also on finance bi side differential and the capital ho at the same time e ba say so ya accumulate 30 tons
37 tons
there be 30
yes okay
it is all kind timer Dr. Bawumia Beka say omba e krom mfa 1 ton kranka ho e na che so ko do 37 na just ya to 6 additional tons abeka ho ye turn at what value and ye keep in our books at what value it is a difference na ba mu no and also ebeba first quarter of this year report ni beba no ebe free Bank of Ghana ho aba say e cancel sa abeda ho and na say ko ba so say the 37 na ya du no ya sa ko ton amana bedru say 18 eti ye ton no at what value ye ton ma hwan e ho differentials no say na ebeba eti no so sa ye another car and the Bank of Ghana is say kura de o finance bi and then we are moving to another level I say oh afa de e refine one yen to any ye necessary fine no so e ko fa na sema ba it is say gold no e bo so sa awie na so okoko so wan hwe ne ya e de ebiem na aka wo Ghana and as I say jobs no enkoso because say factory na dey provide jobs afa na abesi factory na say meanwhile it me take bold decision say factory say oh that nyina ba bia dro bia ye nya ho hwe na mfi say bia ka first year no kra de ye be put on hold na in next budget na be ban still you are in charge of industries and that's so can say sa agenda 111 ne one district one factory no enya de ombekọ ho na anya bia enka me kai pa say Honorable Alanche Martin and the documents on industrialization in Ghana we nyina aka ho president ba ya okon ho at the command enti anya bia anka ono de I was expecting Christian Quebec say onu kura anya take oversight responsibility of onye minister kura na nko no na ehwe say omo ye chidom say na niso ade hu na wo ho na wo de hu document abre president no enka entoa so kwan bi so se be ya sa ye kopa adwuma wan kora kopa adwuma soja die na wait bi kosi a enye fe enti anamo bi wo ho a yemfa ye ni hwe kwan tene nenum kwan tene ne wo ho die entu sa anamo no na fe enko be dopa.
All right, so that is us. So can we bail ourselves? That is the big question. Factors in the door. So you caught the last one. Na yahwe. Yahwe course na yahwe how the 1962 coup. Wake of when you by because of the renaming of Kotoka International Airport to Accra. To say Kotoka and Shadanya DBA 110 say the gateway back Ghana. It shouldn't be somebody or ye coup a two abanguye. Other people from another school of thought say or also a yanke democracy no enti and baby was in Gabianka Ghana. A one-party state. Yeah, the essence of the 1966 coup without democratic journey. Ghana, your Prof.
Right. Until no, penny for Muji Ghana see her dear. Me the debia, me bumpire mo munina, muko dear, but no muye don't keep and ka ye need be away. And a papa ni bonim because Sabi opening Kruma Kra or Beji Ghana independence my first no crown. And ne. Oshe wechia na bianka ye koswe di British pound no kra nanke ye
konya eni entramu
ye nanke ye ni British
either for kache Moses ni bi no
but sovereignty
yes.
You know ye pass ye dey ye hu se Ghana mamuna ye dey ba omunyina ya ade obi ani honmu a wan play ni role. In fact Kwame Nkrumah ya ade na wonum so mu form the notion of ebia omutu na de so no so omusu no mu wo munyina so nti omu fo se nipa bia ho nanso te bia na ne nanso ana bibi nti ne ma kudita de bai to de bi so enye nanso nye hwe enso kudita na ba kufo ni nyina mu bo masem ye ba kope na Ghana ska na ye de basa Nkrumah say yes all African Union president dintin African as one continent president no atam Ghana ska na de ko gini no atam Ghana ska nti Ghana fo no ete ha se omo bre enso no musika ne nanenam Morocco no mu ne Guinea no mu ne
other ways can they also the bre me de
na nanenam nti they will form a certain notion and based on it to state the coup baby a penny friends and general IKF fanom omunyina had their own reasons general Sarpong nom omunyina had their own reasons ebe wi ase no na say you can assess their reason from omu action be do to me na no mu de be na be cho say na ya na enye but omu ba dia na usually na ye me kai Kotoka de say ye na hwe say na Ghana fo bi no budget so a at least natural say to some people na ye ena enye me hwe say ne boni nti ana say ne papa nti ana say bi yesi ye nto aba ne yemfanyi omampani ena nipa no feel so strong say say omampani we free so ne oye bi nye no one for democracy kwan so but so mu ba na nkomutimi dia ya de papa kenenka say oti dua so no wa fa ho asi fo ma na wa free so abofo say ne nyina ko asi sabe ubisa Burkina Faso fo no say Ibrahim Traoré ba no mu hu ne sanya me hye so be ka asem foforo na akere wo enti ni bono ya say wa mfa yankoto aba na yi Ibrahim Traoré but Burkina Faso na be ka say chale ni abrante na ye no eye enti we demonize the process me a school of democracy me dem pe democracy me dem nkaso bi nkotwe to but ya na omuba na omuba be say ye to aba ma na aba na begu ani masia na obi so ya nto aba ma no but oba no timbe ye o man ni ya I think say the overall effect be no timi ye o man ni ye enti Kotoka omo bo ndi nyina say bia o betu amamu ogu obe say that's fine but me ye remfi say who show history so a papa ne wo ho na boni nso timi kire yenso yade enti omu ye Kotoka de ne din to so first one pa no ebia no mu mfa mo na baso ebia no mu de ka to ma akwa baka se mu se opani we betu Nkrumah gui se Nkrumah de sebe enye Kotoka tipe ne Nkrumah din dida ne ma bebre so Ghana ha enti Nkrumah de Ghana de ye celebrate no ene even Africa de ade nyina enti ebia kakra nka yenso de be kai Kotoka ene airport no General IK Afrifa minim bebia General AK Afrifa minim bebia AA Afrifa minim bebia ye de ato no ana bibi IK Sarpong de minim say owo bebia ye de ato no not because of ebia omu for democracy no man for them and also kai history no their name must be kept somewhere we Kotoka din free so minim bebia foforo bia Ghana ha ye de Kotoka din and are we taking him off our history entirely? No.
Okay.
Enti no yen say yebe let's appreciate both bad and good history. Ni nyina ka ho na de bedu but say baby nam ne de say is more political than the history. Yeah, more political, say Jamaldina nem say time also says
people ask us successive governments be a democratic government, nobody had the thought, even not even JJ Rollins have the thought self said from
me de minya yanka NDC in fasa de we sanko kana yi ho o di ase ubesesa airport but say more for can waste of money ubesesa airport and go fasa airport din ni bi o near ye average e wo mkra $515 million. $515 million. Dollars and yes it is. To multiply by cities in the baby and nam near namayi. And Ghana to me in country me say ye the end ye best by ye moka. Who best as a moka?
Not possible.
Who the stages I go through yes it's a gecko. Entino, are we ready pass on mine at this time? Apart from say a person history, no one 73 or neither and then say person bokas $515 no na. So enti maybe them me huniti hunina, but unfortunately no abaya or majority na say bi o on yenso ye dey vote man say on over mine. Or feel say at this point in time we no person say sana na say bi abada Jubilee has no be the Flagstaff has no be the about Flagstaff no be there. And you ask yourself say Cocoa for ya into your mukai. Who's the free Jubilee they call Flagstaff and now the free Flagstaff they call Jubilee. Farisi ya sasa kotoka they call hey edu coach full player unja ticket unya. So sincerely speaking, maybe I don't talk because we have given them our mandate. Unfortunately, imagine say a waste of time, a waste of priority. $515 million here can say me and near me betimi aye important things betimi aye bebre and so ye person dey cause say dean from A to B. And say the airport no new one here you think you see pram imagine say nka to me see enu mumbi na brand new airport
in the banner
near the Kwame Nkrumah International Airport to where na say airport ye nya esi anaga na yenzi airport bia bio
be sure say be see
and this a new one yes see be see you betimi with a new beginning with a new everything betimi but for me a waste of priority for so but I still grant them send the majority no more if they want to use it to do that no problem
na remember ho na ehwe no fasem
yo ya yentwitwi kakra ewo ya mamu ho tirimuda wa mamu ho no se ebamu a enna meka Randy Abedie no Dr. Randy Abi wo hweku edu farmers day na wo kwa tirimuda timi ebamma wadwen firi wo so sa absolute majority na apie wo parliament no amase wo tie nipa bi kasa emomu refi wo ho se they live within the confines of the laws. And now, I was a what you so bass on them say, at least all the figures can. I was who say, majority the over, but in terms of numbers, registered voters of 18.7 million. That's one 6.7 per calculation, and funny say. A bruise be a bruise.
Just a little over.
Sabrina also yet utu na mo ade be consolidated their war. Say enipa 2 million be anto aba. Omu 2 bi abribi. Omu anto ne sabri. Na wo pe wo mu a ye wa na mo aye tu dinya wo mu. Wanto no e che se na dwen ensi na yi. But what you di say afa de obetimi aye a na dwen kura betimi aba ho. Ti na mo bi wo ho a. Ni enfa tiri mu de enye sa ne. Kotoka International Airport. History near day. And Krumana or upgrade airport no from military base and no commercial airport. Into the anya be a cranky or no cry, ye need to swa and yahoo. But could be by 1966. Sa could na buy Ghana for Kroyao. When you swab your mubaji suni, yo ni sanya mania mantisania, obia wini election and the first year no, na bibi as a bibia command no. Yen suya the free sani mano. Omubaji sona, and a coba say. Kutuka a free muo. just around the same na military ayi na owo so no National Liberation Council ekoba say afedi enkrofo bi kura say ebi kura igbeni owom kura na asem ato no na eniema bebre enti eye sabre no 1969 ho ansa no mu be free so 1st October 1969 no ano ho no anu omu de saadi no eto so bi to me dem fi say omu pese omu de compensate yenuanu abi a omu so wo voter region ena omu de two so tisi ye hu ba bi efiri ba ya ebeboa ye nyina efiri say before then na the strongest suggestion wo ho ne say ni enya madi kura prominent female yim toto Ghana ye niema so eti suggestion na wo ho eye nana ya asantoa enen kanidin ewo soro pa say eno na wo senka ekoho sese ekosi kotoka ya tena hwa besinne na kotoka no ka wi a Accra airport ne hye so enye kotoka no Accra airport ne hye so but de akofa sa niema we ya ba no wanhwe na afa ne tra obi abetua na so no kra de oka kufo no ho enti obi nsuso kuso but ade bi wo ho a ye wo ne bra no a yeye koko nsem wo ho wo yifi IMF wo tu ana mo se wonkoso biem ne se wanhwe ye na ye beka eka ekoka sa de we ho na obi tinche na obubu ka na se nke de to koko se ye de ye se ya wo so ano ayenso futuo na wo de if you have the intention now krana hold it because niema na ebobo ba no ene we ma ya adwuma se ya ntuo muka we ya adwuma se ya ntuo muka ene akotache softwares bi nti ebidi ama ene sa niema no edoso eti so akofa we mu sa ena bibi ti se honorable Baba Jama wa wini emu nsam nyuye because da bia be ya asem a ebe feed into the system abai no ntwitwi break wo de waye wo de abakura na homeso na yanko bubu ho ka afa me kan ho because ye de ho ka be kan ho pe obi ade be work ne de ene ye kura ye pay say na wanya yi na ade koye we e be yesa se se ohu se obi o wa ban mu pa so atumi afa na dwumam letterhead atwere so se igbefu a mo pese mu yi free bibia mu ntina ohu sa letter de and the trend is not good me de betu abanfo the intention me se kutuka di na so a ha me because eye ku me ha me kra but wan hwe ya udun sabeki kanema bebre a afa dia wo bobɔ ne pa na aye din mo pa mo suspend kakra uhu sa afa dia niema mu ekoye na akoda nim kakra na betimi wo ho be hanwa but ukofa we nyina aboso a sutrom ye no ho ese mani han wan hwe ya ba bia na wo base wo pa no wo be kire mu a ensi because no kra wonu say nkrofo bi wan di sim sesi o mani abre we kan wo makana o say defense better we ye ka koko asemu ye di koko akoka finance hu and at the same time ye di defense akoka finance hu hwane ma he koso wo sa eyo ufi said are we getting the best out of it no na ko ba se so ene Rollins ba o ye MP onima yi ho kakra ene ye mfa ne nko ho on say edi ne ba fa de so afa kura de nya ready kura say edema because e bia emfa ho wan hwe na ko piapia we mu so a na kwa say bia group of people bi wo ho a ye pese ene o mbedi ni yesre me de me afutuo nam de ma ban say on home so akura ti waka onwe na yanko bubuka a begu no so de wo se said de no e ka de beba e bi ka bia o ka no o ka bi kwa but we need the third eye to it. But
that's it. Mr. Man.
Yes, that you too. Come number class 2.
Okay.
Nana a teacher. A teacher. Na a no you pinipa and you come match pass and you man near to any. Joe Ankra, oye nyansafo. Kotoka oye nyameba every fa kuku drufo kwa men kroma woye bonsam
see you At that time.
Ndia di ya machi kurom nyina no pa bia machi ansan ya betra ya be kura ya ni age e eto. Can you imagine those years with that guys anyo?
Yeah.
So we need to be very careful. History there yes set history we are in touch yes ya na enye na said na me na neken trimude ade trimude timi ye no so wan hwe ya betima sell bibia me da bia na me example be kam re bia me adwuma ma obi ne mam check na me hunu za check ni bi da na unfortunately yet mam Friday Kodapa to Sunday Monday and Sunday me mitimi na me shi obi asa me mmonu zoom na all kinds of me na kinds of mbakọ hene Mrs. Brambre pa nsana adware ba eti adware me sorry aro papa first na go back go go to no som jo me dia nansi dia wi no tekuma on transit tonko enkrofo bi no 169 zero ma bi durite wa wani sa na tie no me ya o ma bi duro no nti this for you very careful so because if they have that absolute numbers so they can do anything they are making the worst mistake that they can ever make in their lives. Because we feel more numbers. You have none. You beat my year. You beat my year. We are very careful. See, I be see no. I did that be crunum. You could spend it just only more than $500 million. I could change the name from K to A. Kotoka
To Accra.
Accra. The KIA to AIA. No. Just these two alphabets. It's going to cost us $500 million. That's $500 million. Yeah, and you're very careful because a cake goes no. Give it him to be very treat ya. To me, the mess through pa. Just because they have the numbers, to make me you see the heavy beer. And I'll be back here in Timosma Bas or some other beer. It doesn't wash for as far as I'm concerned. The mess room because a year a day ma woman, buy no, said yes, you are retume high. Uma, we are seeing a better things. I could take it, we do now, from baby and fat. To me, very, 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 very careful about that. The timid man who's here, no, say ND before the matter of my baby, MBP, in the United Party. There's
a letter from the presidency about what went on in Yawaso. Na enuni mekai President recalls Ghana's High Commissioner to Nigeria. President John Dramani Mahama has directed the immediate recall of Mohammed Baba Jamal Ahmed from his position as Ghana's High Commissioner to the Federal Republic of Nigeria. The decision follows allegation of voter inducement in today's National Democratic Congress NDC primaries in the Yawasu East constituency, in which Mr. Baba Jamal, a candidate, participated. In this directive to the Minister of Foreign Affairs recalling Mr. Baba as High Commissioner, the President noted that while the allegations of vote buying were made against multiple candidates who contested the primaries, Baba Jamal was the only serving public officer amongst them. The President has also noted the public statement by the General Secretary of the NDC indicating that the party has commenced its own investigations into the allegations arising from the primaries. Without prejudice to the ongoing internal party processes and strictly in view of the standards of conduct expected of public officers, the President considered it necessary to act decisively to preserve the integrity of public office and to avoid any perception of impropriety or conflict with the government's code of conduct for political appointees. The recall takes effect immediately. The Minister for Foreign Affairs has been directed to take the necessary administrative and diplomatic steps to give effect to this directive. Signed, Felix Kwachi Fosu MP, spokesperson to the President, Minister, Government Communications. Inti and seminar with just comments around before and signing wrap up now. Mr.
Yeah, I think that is in the right direction for the President to do this. At least we should say he's on top of the you want to put and still discipline in the governance and also in the party. And to me, it's very important because to me, I'm we are no. We see the first NDC for so no, and I say MPP and I say MBP was one baby and I say United Party say discipline need or mind more because without discipline, there's nothing we can do. So okay, story be Angrophobia no matter what lafa omu a country who na Angrofo ekoakope omu attack omu. They didn't go and break the wall. They break the security by bribing them. No me akwa room ko attack you. It is one more hwe they are non say one more betimi ewremu the world doesn't matter. Doesn't matter how strong or how tall the wall is. See nipa no akasa no not in the conscience, not in the moral fiber no weak. That's what we are compromise here. There's no war. You don't think about the war. All right. The young who party. Mr. say, young say, or mine, you more mine when you is individual. All right. Parochial interest. It doesn't help us.
Nana.
Timude asem ye.
Bia no.
Timude asem no. Now we are in politics. Yensu an yemem fi. So party wa bem. No one hwe na tu na mo bia. Enya public backlash. Yetimi yuma. Na ure be ho sa wiase abae. Say why yabo. Me wha fifi kote directive of man say, wa wo be pe bibia na so resign. It's feeding into this. Omu from the party end no. At the krata be to so say, omu ye investigation. Eti from presidency there abe twaso
betwa na mato so
abetwa enama to eyi de no so. And then the issue of why the time why echi and why the win and why the lose ye wo sad ye we mu no so mo ahwe ye entity mu obetimi dia back constituency mu no it me hard because on say from presidency omu say ono kwa na ye government appointee but one of candidates no so no no so contest bi no say ono no omu ntoma no because we mu de o manya bibi na de ni kurukura free mu na hagya no or the board me ensa so if you stretch it na ya kwa so ono so kura anya bibi ono so wo ayim it by the same extension no ono say process ni
ni bi kan ema no
na ko fancy bebre na aba ade ababa jama eye no justify wa wo begina bonten justify ne de wa na ado ho atomu wa na ado ho atoas bi si yensua bibi mfiri ye yim na wa hwe ye a wodi ni giri na ye de sideline.
All right, Prof.
But there for me, much as I mempe near course of monetization, then I think say chirin se me nyina so you just PR management of the issue, PR.
Gimmicks.
Gimmicks, seriously. Enye dakro na obi de ye saa na ye hu wo TV de so no. Eye process start no man.
O man intelligence.
O man. Oh, enti no saa D-Day niema no de na ye odi close the whole deal. But payment and not the MPP for kotu as far back as Wednesday. Na even no more start HBB. Before about on to Saturday. Now, as far as now, me sure say any of the aspirants a call Ayawasu East TV or Omuchen ma D-Day Nkwano. What is that? Intermediate for me a PR. And another Kase, and another Kase. So Kase Baba Jama, you appointee here. Haji Ansu ya appointee. Also boards bear me and Sabiso. Until Nina a gimmick. Baba Jama didn't kunim. All right. Haji at 3,000 per person. TV 1,002.
3,000.
Delegates no one jina ayiso moka. TV 1,002. Into TV now who ye no. And 3,002 bit me to TV ni sa mi enu ana mi ensa no. What is what? Which is which? Do you get it? Into omunyina ye. Emi enyi baba jama mfrim. O kan appointee sa Haji Ansu ya appointee. For you know be come na obi omum kaka ho kra no. Ebi mu so wo baby omu sheshe. NDC name finance responsibility. Na omuntu ho na mo say general fifi kwete the buy. I think general de ni okay. General de ni okay. President yi Baba Jama ya kan ho say because fine or an appointee me ne ya adwene. but then and also the other two says okay appointee then Haji answer your appointee. Now the elections, I mean, I think it is over. Babajama has won. My philosophy is that nipa no beto amawa. Beto amawa. Ni ade be man is supplementary. Enti me ma say nan kon to ma ukura na TV nti ena man to ma and now 3,000 nti ena these are delegates. Delegates new more sabi ma dwene wo form sa. Enti sincerely speaking, me they shouldn't fuel it with because I don't know whether it is to score a point to say
they are taking steps to address it.
Meanwhile, everybody knew that that was going on. Until Kenya TV for Kuchaba, yeah, and who's our letters in Yadi, and that would have meant every uncle. So, when there for me, woman, ya best nature Munchemuna, the general issue of monetization of our politics, and I say, address it.
Right.
You had never been a Jurahana, Mammy Bijina TV, so a Jaka Pampem, okay, a Jura, a blows canessa, let her be Sabai. Because he's saying, who's that? Who be saying? Because this was it is more of a PR thing.
So they are trying to massage the issue.
See, investigation. Yeah, meaning if you could disobey. What form of investigation? A baby is saying. What are the consequential orders thereon? Into be try was installations in Rwanda. Now, Nipa 5 no money to be the way you must in charge of a new set abana. And who would have agreed? Yeah. They will tell you, say it was a request. Ni para ba mo na kasa so beto am no sreme oni TV.
Me to be man.
Me dia bana. So they give it several names. So they will tell you TNT. TNT 3,000 Accra to Accra. Accra to Accra.
You be better play.
It's PR, but you name the root cause in him say ochna. Nyame pengu election for ba. They will do it. They will do it.